binoculars, welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting stories. We start with midfielder Frenkie de Jong, who in a recent interview spoke about Messi, he spoke about Barcelona, spoke about Champions League, he spoke about his future. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then secondly in this video, talking on this transfer news as it have been reported that Barca are setting their sights on this 20 million euro rated right back who plays for Real Valladolid by name Ivan Fresneda. This is according to a report from Sport. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. From being on the verge of leaving Barcelona a year ago, Frenkie de Jong has come a long way. The 26-year-old slowly forced his way into Xavi Hernandez's plans as the 2022-23 season progressed and finished the season as one of the team's most important players. De Jong was one of Barca's most consistent performers last season, both in terms of quality and fitness. With Sergio Busquets no longer at the club, his importance will only rise next term. In a recent interview with Telegraph, the Dutch midfielder spoke about his future at Barcelona, stating that he personally wished to stay at the club, yet he could not help but accept the volatile nature of the transfer market in the world of football. Frenkie de Jong said, "I feel good at Barcelona. If all goes well, I will stay there. You can't say anything 100%, but I guess next season I will play for Barcelona," he said. The 2022-23 season of the UEFA Champions League ended last weekend with a 1-0 win for Pep Guardiola's Manchester City as they coasted toward their first ever title in the competition's history. De Jong admitted that Barcelona too would be contenders next season, but highlighted that a good team was never enough in the Champions League. He said, "It is difficult to say when we will win the Champions League in Barcelona. We have a good team, although we need a few reinforcements, but the Champions League needs a bit of luck too. Speaking about the recent friendly game in Japan, the midfielder did not hold back on explaining the toll it took on the players. He explained the hectic toll, saying, "The trip to Japan was long and tiring. We traveled more than 30 hours and didn't even stay there for 24 hours. Personally, we do not prefer such trips, but the club needs them, and in this case, we cannot say much." De Jong was asked about the hectic schedule footballers faced at the highest level. Speaking about the ever-burning topic, he explained the current situation with examples. He said, "Our schedule is crowded. There is also a match to determine the 3 and 4th place in the Nations League. No one is waiting for this match. Also, there is a new version of the Champions League with more matches so that UEFA can collect more money." Finally, the midfielder revealed his disappointment over Lionel Messi's return to Barcelona, falling apart in the last minute. He said, "I think every team would like to have Messi there because he makes a difference anytime, anywhere. It's a shame he didn't come to Barcelona. I would have liked him there, would have found his return top notch. We'll now see who joins and who leaves." Interesting words there from Frenkie de Jong, of course, who is speaking about his time at Barca and certain important issues. Of course, we know Barcelona almost signed Messi, but it didn't go through because of certain issues that were beyond their control. And we can see players like Frenkie de Jong who is not happy about that. Of course, many of them in the dressing room can't be happy about that. Of course, players like Lewandowski, who are so close to Messi as friends, all of them are disappointed, but they definitely know that Messi wanted to come. So it's not like Messi refused deliberately to come, but Messi himself said it in his interview that there were certain things that did prevent him to come. He really wanted to push for that. It was his first priority. It was not all about the money. It was not all about everything, but it was all about the love of the club. But Of course, Laporta's Barca board will always in fact, do things that will always shock you at the end of the day. So Frankie de Jong now enjoying his holiday, but of course having some games still to go, admitted how it is very tiring for footballers as they are being used to like I don't know, the UEFA playing competitions anyhow, and they don't seem on the fatigue of the players is something that most players are not happy about, and Frankie de Jong himself admitted to that. So let's see what happens. Frankie de Jong also spoke about his future, which was very interesting. He really opened up saying that this Barca nowadays you can't tell if you will stay or leave because things just happen anyhow. And I love the fact that he said he really wish he can stay because he gave no assurance that he will be at Barca. Because if they say go away, he will go. Because it is no secret that Barca are in serious mess and a big player would likely leave this summer, according to what everybody is hearing. And I think Frankie de Jong knows better. Then on to the final story of discussion. Barcelona manager Xavi Hernandez held a meeting with director of football Matteo Alemany, also with the soon-to-be sporting director Deco, and other key decision makers at the club last week to discuss the transfer strategies for the summer. One of the major topics of discussion during the meeting was the signing of a new right back. Due to the limited finances, the position is not deemed a priority by Xavi and the club, but Deco insisted on the signing of a specialist player for the right back slot. And according to Sport, one of the names that Barcelona's soon-to-be new sporting director is considering for the position is Real Valladolid's Ivan Fresneda. The 18-year-old former Real Madrid trainee had a solid breakthrough campaign with Valladolid in the 2022-23. He finished the campaign with 25 appearances across all competitions but could not help his team avoid relegation from La Liga. Fresneda's performances, though, have not gone unnoticed as his agent has confirmed that as many as 30 clubs have asked about his situation heading into the summer. Among the interested parties are Premier League heavyweight Arsenal and Newcastle United, while AC Milan and Atletico Madrid are also keen. Borussia Dortmund are another team to have taken a liking towards the teenager and are understood to be pressing the most to sign him. Now Barca too have joined the list of admirers of the 18-year-old Fresneda, with the reporting suggesting that the club's sporting staff like the young right back. Following Valladolid's relegation, Fresneda has a release clause worth €20 million, which would not be a huge issue for Barca. Further, it is suggested that they could look to drive the price down by including a player from the Barca Athletic squad. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.